It's About Time features dynamic women that will share the pivotal moments that changed their lives forever. From hilariously funny to gut-wrenchingly painful, from outlandish to acts of incredible bravery, each story will take you on an emotional journey. These are the moments that inspired us, captivated our minds, energized our souls, and motivated us to realize that this is our time. I'm Kelly Lamb, and I invite you to join us as we uncover the life-altering events that shaped who we are and fueled our pursuit of purpose. Let's celebrate the women, their resilience, strength, and the unique journeys that defines us as human beings. Well, how are you, Jennifer?
I'm doing great, Kelly. It's so good to be here with you today.
I'm so glad that you're part of this. And I was finally, you took a little bit to get back when I was asking if you wanted to be part of this. You're like, is it too late? I want to be a part of it. I'm like, yes, I was so glad that you were going to share your story. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So Jennifer, for those that may not know you and the empire that you've built, if you could give a little introduction about you, what inspires you daily, and what's going on in your life?
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Jennifer Williams. I was Jennifer Quinn, and now I'm Jennifer Quinn Williams, married to an amazing man, Matt Williams, who is also a fellow entrepreneur. And we have two kids, Matthew and Hallie, who are both graduated. Yes, both graduated from college and out in the world doing their thing, and I'm so proud of them. I started my business, which is St. Louis Closet Company, in 1991, 34 years ago.
Wow.
And I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs, and I never knew exactly what I wanted to do, but I think it was just fate that I was going to somehow, some way open my own business one day. And
what inspired you to do that?
Well, I was in graduate school at St. Louis University, studying communications, and like a lot of grad students, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just thought, well, just keep going to school, you'll figure it out. And a friend of mine came to St. Louis, and he opened up a closet company. And he said, Jennifer, I think you would love this. So I went to work for him for 2 weeks. And Kelly, it was like a light switch went off. All of a sudden, it was crystal clear to me that this is what I wanted to do.
You found your place.
I love organization. I love the feeling of being organized. And I saw instantly how satisfying, gratifying, helpful, and wonderful it was to get other people organized, because it's not just a beautiful closet. It's this sense of peacefulness. It's a stress reduction. When you're organized, it saves you time. It saves your family time. You can start your day off in a better place. And I just saw that instantly. So I dropped out of graduate school. I quit working for the other closet company, and I went to work at writing a business plan. And I had a business plan ready to go, and all I needed was a loan.
You just needed some money.
Just needed some money. And I was 25. I didn't have money.
Right.
I didn't have a cosigner. I didn't have a mortgage to sign over, anything like that. And I started calling banks. And I heard a lot of no's. I heard 18 no's.
Wow.
I heard a lot of, well, honey, is your dad going to cosign? Or do you have a husband? And I said, no, it's just me, and I'm going to do this. So finally, on Bank 19, I still remember it today. It was the Monday before Thanksgiving, November of 1991. Gentleman, Al Jonigan is his name. He's still out there at Boatman's Bank on Lindell.
Oh my gosh, remember Boatman's?
And he said, Jennifer, it's a slow week. Why don't you come down? So I packed up all my research in my rusted out Volkswagen Bug, and I drove downtown, and I carried it all in. And he spent a couple hours with me, and he said, okay, I think this is a great idea. I think we'll send this to loan committee, and we'll get back to you. And I said, Mr. Jonigan, I said, this week's Thanksgiving. I would love to have something to be thankful for. And he called me at home Wednesday before Thanksgiving and said, you've been approved.
Wow. So tell me, how did that's a pivotal moment. That's a huge opening in your life. And you didn't let the no's stop you. You knew this is what you wanted, and you kept going. So in a moment like that, how do you think that has shaped you to be the woman you are today? what do you want to say to somebody that has a dream and there's going to be no's and failure and things ahead of them? What has shaped you to be the woman you are today? And what would you want to say to someone that's in your place right now?
Well, I talk to a lot of small business owners, women business owners, high school and college kids that think they want to get into entrepreneurship. And every day you get a lot of no's. Every day. It's not easy.
No.
And I think I saw my parents own their own business. I saw my grandparents own their own business. And when you own your own business, it's a constant daily, ups and downs and ups and downs. And
your day doesn't go 9 to 5.
no, your day does not go 9 to
No.
5. And so I think that I always had it in me to just keep going. And part of life is being able to make decisions, right? And you make decisions as best as you can with the knowledge that you have from history and from past decisions. But you have to keep making decisions, right? Because if you freeze and you can't make a decision, then everything stops. And when you own a business, you have to keep going. And all of your decisions aren't going to be perfect.
Right.
But you may have to pivot along the way and say, hey, okay, we're going to correct here and move on. But I think it showed me that I could do anything, right? I mean, it showed me I was living on my own. I was, putting myself through college and grad school. I was waiting tables at 3 different restaurants. I was figuring it out. And I just think that that's what life's about, whether you're handed everything or whether you have to do it on your own, it's going to be hard. And you have to be able to stand up for yourself. You have to be able to take a lot of no's and not get beat down. You have to keep going.
Right.
And you have to keep making these decisions and showing up every day. I think showing up is so important, right? It's probably 95%
you kept showing
of
up
it.
when you were told no.
And 34 years later, I still show up every day. And I love what I do. I love my employees. I love my customers. I love my product. I love my service. I love the business I built. But it's not always easy. It's exhausting. It can be tiring. But it's a challenge. And every day is a challenge. So I don't ever get bored with work. There's never a boring day because every day is different.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, I want to ask you another question. So here we go. Do you have a daily practice, mantra, or mindset that actually help you stay grounded, inspired, being so busy and so wrapped up in your business and the constant growth? What do you do that allows you to stay grounded and inspired?
Well, 5 years ago, Kelly, I had a stroke.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that.
And it was a real awakening, right?
Wow.
My dad passed away very early from a heart attack. My younger sister has had lots of heart attacks already.
Oh my gosh.
And I had a stroke 5 years ago. And I thought to myself, this is it. Jennifer, you need to eat better, get healthy, come up with some kind of routine, because I was working and working and working. And so 5 years ago, I started walking. I'm not the kind of girl that wants to go to a gym. I don't want a personal trainer, and I don't want to be inside on a treadmill.
Me neither.
So I get up, I get up every single morning at 5 a.m., sometimes before, and I walk 5 to 7 miles every day.
That's fantastic.
Every day. It doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing. The only time I won't walk is if there's ice, because I did slip and fall once, and now I'm afraid.
You don't need that.
I don't need that. And that's the time that I use to, first of all, be outside. I love being outside.
Me too.
I enjoy the nature. I enjoy all the seasons that we have here in St. Louis. But it's also the time that I can listen to books on tape. I can listen to podcasts. And there's plenty of times that I am doing emails or work texts, but it's also a time that I like to connect with my sister and my girlfriends and talk on the phone and just have that time. And if I don't get that time for some reason or other, my whole day is off.
Is messed up then. That's wonderful. And it's good to know that you do that, because a lot of times we get so busy in our life, we put things off. And we especially put things off to take care of ourselves. We're always taking care of everything else. So that's a great great information for us to think about there and put into our own lives. So I am excited to get to read your story and that you're going to be sharing it with others and giving valuable information that can help someone else, or maybe they're in the same arena that you are, or maybe that they want to be. So I think that's fabulous. And I thank you for sharing your story and being part of it, and love getting to know you along the time. I've actually been watching you for many years, with everything that you're doing. And it's kind of funny. I just knew we were going to meet one of these days. So it was really nice when we finally did. And I've enjoyed getting to know you more. So thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
It's been great. I'm so excited.
Oh, I am too. Thank you.